Hey guys. So I wanted to make a video about Sonic Adventure 3. And no, it's not about if the game's ever coming out. What I'm talking about is a lot of people already think Sonic Adventure 3 exists. I've noticed it's been kind of a discussion for the past decade at least about which Sonic game is Sonic Adventure 3. So there's three main candidates when it comes to the topic. So or maybe four. Some people say Sonic Heroes is SA3. Some people say Shadow the Hedgehog is SA3. Some people say Sonic 06 is SA3, and some people say Sonic Unleashed is SA3. And I think it's kind of ridiculous that people still argue this. First of all, let's make one thing clear. There's no actual Sonic Adventure 3. Like, there's no game called Sonic Adventure 3. So, technically, nobody is right. Um, so let's get that out of the way. There's no Sonic Adventure 3. However, I kind of want to just talk about it and see if any any of these games could possibly be Sonic Adventure 3. So, with Sonic Heroes, some people say Sonic Heroes is Adventure 3, and the logic behind that is that Heroes is the direct sequel to Sonic Adventure 2. It directly follows the story, especially with Shadow and how he kind of comes back and he loses his memory. So yeah, I mean, Heroes, yes, story-wise, Heroes directly follows Sonic Adventure 2, but does that mean it's Sonic Adventure 3? Because when it comes to Sonic Adventure 3, like, what exactly does that mean? Are we talking about the story, or are we talking about the gameplay? Because Sonic Heroes doesn't play anything like a Sonic Adventure game. So when it comes to Sonic Adventure, the thing that really makes it stand out is the multiple gameplay styles. At least in my opinion, like in SA2, for example, you got the speed stages, the treasure hunting stages, and then you have like the mech shooting. And in Sonic Adventure 1, you have like the Sonic levels, you got the Tails levels, like the Gamma levels, Big the Cat. Like there's different characters with different gameplay styles. To me, that's kind of what defines a Sonic Adventure game, at least in my opinion. So Sonic Heroes does have multiple stories. You have Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Rose, and Team Chaotix, but they all pretty much play the same. So you go through all the levels, you go through all the same levels in the exact same order, even in the same order, and all the teams play pretty much the same. I think there's some minor differences, like with Team Rose. I think Big the Cat has like a belly flop you can do, and like with Team Chaotix, you kind of do like different missions instead of like you have different objectives as Team Chaotix, but it's pretty much just this. It's pretty much all the same. All the stories play exactly the same, pretty much. It's just like Team Sonic's normal mode, Team Rose is easy mode, Team Dark is hard mode, and then Team Chaotix is just kind of like you kind of just have to collect different things for the most part. So yeah, that's why I don't think Heroes is Adventure 3. Um, it just I don't know. It just doesn't seem like an adventure game. Even the art style is different. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 have a somewhat realistic art style. Um, but Sonic Heroes is kind of more classic looking, like the classic games. Like you have some, like the casino levels, for example, like those are way more colorful than anything in the adventure games. So yeah, while the story does follow Adventure 2, I don't really think that's enough for it to be Sonic Adventure 3. Because, like I said, I think the adventure games have to. I think Sonic Adventure 3 has to play like an adventure game, at least to an extent, right? So, yeah, I don't. To me, like, that kind of disqualifies the whole game. Like, Heroes doesn't play like a Sonic Adventure game, so it's not Sonic Adventure 3. And then we have Shadow the Hedgehog. So, Shadow the Hedgehog also follows the story of Adventure 2, but it focuses on Shadow for the most part. And obviously, Shadow is a different character than Sonic. And like, there's different stories, I guess, technically in Shadow the Hedgehog, but there's only one playable character. You can only play a Shadow. And yeah, there's like different paths you can do, but there's still like one gameplay style. You only play a Shadow. Yeah, there's like different guns and stuff, and you can like go down, you can do different story paths, but there's just one playable character, and it's a Shadow game. It's not a Sonic game. You play a Shadow. So yeah, while it kind of follows the adventure story, it's still not a Sonic game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It can't be a Sonic Adventure 3 when it's a Shadow game. You don't even play a Sonic, so how could it be Sonic Adventure 3? So yeah, and then we have Sonic 2006. So Sonic 06 is very interesting because it does have pretty similar gameplay to Sonic Adventure. So you have different stories like Sonic Adventure. You have a Sonic story, you have Shadow, you got Silver. And they do play a little different. Like Silver's gameplay, you have to like pick up boxes and stuff and throw them with his powers. Then Shadow's kind of similar to Sonic, but he has some different abilities, and you got like vehicles and stuff. So yeah, and Sonic 06 also has a similar art style to Sonic Adventure. It's kind of the more realistic art style. And they also brought back hub worlds from Sonic Adventure 1. And they also brought back a lot of things. They brought back the egg carrier from Sonic Adventure. And it's kind of just like regular Sonic gameplay. Like Sonic Heroes has the team mechanic, obviously, but Sonic 06 kind of just goes back to the adventure formula. It's not exactly like Sonic Adventure. Like, it's not exactly the same. Like, for example, there's like the Amigo characters, so you'll be playing a Sonic stage, like Wave Ocean. Like in Wave Ocean, you play a Sonic, obviously, but then near the end you transfer to Tails. And some levels, like you transfer to Tails, you transfer to Knuckles, or like Blaze, Rouge. Like there's like Amigo characters that sometimes you take control of. It's not like Sonic Heroes. I don't know. It's a little different than Sonic Adventure, but it's fairly similar. But story-wise, I don't think Sonic 06 doesn't really have anything to do with Sonic Adventure story-wise. I don't think it even makes any references to Sonic Adventure, as far as I know. And I know 06, it has a Chao in Space 3 poster in Crisis City. I think that's funny, but I don't know if that's like the end-all be-all. Like, I don't know, I think 06, it's very close to being Sonic Adventure 3, but there's some things missing. There's no Chao Garden. I think that's the biggest thing. So, I should have mentioned this before. One of the big things about Sonic Adventure is the Chao Garden. Sonic 06 doesn't have a Chao Garden. Neither does Heroes or Shadow the Hedgehog. SA2 was the last game that had a Chao Garden, besides like Sonic Advance. But anyways, yes, there's no Chao Garden. So it's not 06 isn't exactly like Sonic Adventure, but it's fairly similar. And then we have, so I don't know, 06. I would say 06 is the closest game to being Adventure 3. Like, if you're gonna call any game Sonic Adventure 3, it's Sonic 06. Like, Sonic 06 is the only Sonic game that is, like, fundamentally similar to Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. And then we have Sonic Unleashed. So Sonic Unleashed is actually interesting because apparently it started development as Sonic Adventure 3, and in Japan it's also called Sonic World Adventure. But it's so what? Yeah, it started as Adventure 3, but that doesn't mean it finished as Adventure 3. Like, that was just an early concept for the game, and obviously they ended up changing it to Sonic Unleashed. So Unleashed is an SA3 in my opinion, because the gameplay is way too different. Sonic has the boost now, and you also have the Werehog, and there's no other characters you can play as. You play as Sonic and then his Werehog form, and then that's it. And a lot of the iconic Sonic traits are gone. You can't spin dash anymore. There's not really any momentum. It's kind of just like boost gameplay. And there's a few similarities. So there are hub worlds in Sonic Unleashed. And I don't know. Unleashed, like, it has some traits of Sonic Adventure. Like, it does have like, sometimes it does have an adventure feel. And there's also upgrades you can get. Yeah, this is another point. So Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 have upgrades you can get for the characters. Unleashed kind of has that. Unleashed has upgrades you can get for Sonic that you find in the hub world, similar to a Sonic Adventure 1. So there are adventure elements, but in my opinion, Unleashed is just too different. Like, it doesn't play enough like Sonic Adventure to be considered Sonic Adventure 3. So, yeah, that pretty much is me debunking all these theories. Like I said, none of these games are Sonic Adventure 3. Like, I get kind of sick when I see people arguing, oh, like, which game is Sonic Adventure 3? Like, is Heroes SA3? Is 06 SA3? Is Unleashed SA3? Like, no. None of these games are Adventure 3. Unfortunately, there's no Sonic Adventure 3. But I will say, that being said, Sonic 06 is the closest game to an Adventure 3. I'm not saying 06 is Adventure 3, but it does play very similar to Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. And I don't really think that can be disputed. Like, if you just look at the game, it's fundamentally a Sonic Adventure game. But the main thing that holds it back is the title. It's not called Sonic Adventure 3. Sonic 06 is just called Sonic the Hedgehog. So, yeah. I mean, if they called 06 Sonic Adventure 3, then yeah, it would be Sonic Adventure 3. But obviously, without the title, it doesn't really mean anything. Like, if we're talking about gameplay, like, gameplay-wise, 06 is the most like Adventure 3. But it's still not Adventure 3 because that's not what the title is. So yeah, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you guys actually think any of these games are Sonic Adventure 3? I feel like it's like a cope. Like, people know, like, here's the thing. Most Sonic fans know that Sonic Adventure 3 is probably never happening. So we kind of want, like, closure. Like, we want to go back and be like, oh, we already got Sonic Adventure 3. It's like, no, we didn't. If you think Sonic Adventure 3 already exists, I mean, you can think what you want, but it's not true. Like, there is no Sonic Adventure 3. Maybe one day we'll actually get Adventure 3. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think we're ever I honestly don't know if we're ever getting Adventure 3. But Adventure 3 doesn't exist, so stop calling these random Sonic games Sonic Adventure 3. So yeah, there's always Sonic Adventure, like Sega, like Sonic Team, yeah, they bring back adventure elements. Even in games like Sonic Frontiers, like which just came out like a year ago, there's Sonic Adventure elements. Like they always bring back Sonic Adventure elements, but it doesn't mean that they're Sonic Adventure 3. Like, yeah, Sonic 06 has a lot of similarities to Sonic Adventure, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's Sonic Adventure 3. So yeah, I know I'm kind of rambling and going in circles, but I kind of really wanted to talk about it because I feel like it's been like a nonstop discussion for like a decade, and I don't even understand why people argue this. So yeah, let me know what you guys think.